I'm Noam Shuster-Eliassi. I'm a comedian and an activist. Am I a Jewish artist or an artist that's Jewish? I'm an artist that's Jewish. If I express myself, my Judaism will come out. But I want people who are not Jewish to connect. So I try to make the experience global. My one-woman show is called Coexistence My Ass. It's about coexistence and my ass. And it sort of takes the audience through my story growing up with Palestinians and my mixed Jewish heritage, being part of the peace and activism community in Israel, Palestine, and this whole industry of peace. And I did the Edinburgh Fringe. I did 30 shows in a month. And then October 7th happened. There is mass violence around us. The sirens, the hostages, the bombings, people with weapons. Israel has killed more than 64,000 Palestinians. It is genocide. Watching horrors every day does something to your brain. I don't think I'm back to being as funny as I was. I think less and less about funny stuff. My brain, I think, is functioning in a different way because of so much despair. But I can tell you that in the first few months, when I posted something that was kind of funny, people were kind of thanking me. They're like, oh my God, we needed that. People need comedy so much. They need laughter so much. I need to give myself more permission to go back to creating more funny content and to think in a way that is funny. In my ideal world, in my ideal kind of thinking, I thought, oh, comedy is such an amazing tool to use to break down the walls and say truth to power through a joke and make people listen. I've been really disappointed with some comedians here. They've been silent about the war and political things here, or if it was worse, they were saying horrific jokes on stage that dehumanizes people in Gaza. And I was like, wow, this is so heartbreaking. Comedians have joined the war machine. I feel like there are battles, not only in the battlefield, but also online in the artistic spaces. These battles of narratives. I'm an artist that wants to speak about the truth of what is happening. Very early on, I think I was among maybe the first Israeli artists who wrote that we need an immediate ceasefire. I received so many threats. What do you mean a ceasefire? How can you be such a traitor? And I feel so lonely. The loneliness is isolation, because when people express their opinions and they're being so heavily attacked or canceled or threatened, silenced, it's like a public display of why you shouldn't speak up. I have this image in my head where all the tanks and the bombs and the airplanes and the sirens and everything stops and no one is dead anymore, and people in Gaza are able to save the people that are left and displaced and ill and sick and starving, and the hostages come back home and I don't hear a siren and there is silence. You hear the sound of the birds. And once this even begins to happen, then people will look at people like me, and then we can find our voices again, even though things will never be the same.